Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to beautiful St. Mary's Riken High School in southern St. Mary's County on what could be described as an absolute perfect soccer football night. We're dealing with about mid-70s right now. The sun is going down, slight breeze coming across our right to left, heading south. Absolute perfect night to play. This is Matthew Thomas here with Donovan behind the camera doing all the hard work. Dono, we appreciate you as always. Let's do starting lineups for tonight. For your visitors, Christos, led by Baltimore Blast Hall of Famer and all-time leading scorer Tariq Walker. Here is the starting 11. In goal for Christos is O'Keefe. Across the back in their 4-3-3 is Watson, St. Martin, Hidalgo, and Roberts. In the middle, Wank, Topolsky, Lagner, and up top, and he told us that this is a young, fast, hungry group that hasn't gotten as much time, but since they played last night, they're getting into the rotation, so we're looking to see what these youngsters could do up front. Crawford, Beckman, and Tamanini. And now, folks, the starting 11 for your home Patuxent FA. They're in their 5-1-3. Jan Henry Schaefer, who's probably been their man of the season so far, securing the goal. Across the back, Bloom, Betts, Denerkley, Fawn, and Kazakis. We're told that this is really the five that they love to have back there. They're excited about these five together. Then in the middle is Minguza, Rodriguez Benitez, and Shepard. Shepard's really had an excellent season for this squad. And then up front is Quedlin and Adenji. Adenji just joining the team before the last game. So, folks, here's the starting 11, and we will be back with you shortly, right after a short break. Folks, welcome back. We are just moments from our walkout and the start of tonight's match. Second to last match for your PFA, last match of the season for Christos. Christos will be working right to left in green. Patuxent will be working left to right in the all-white kits.
Ladies and gentlemen, we live in a country with freedoms like no other.
All right, folks, you can see the players shaking hands, the youth players there to support them and ready to lead, and the referee crew ready and eager to get this game started. Again, folks, for those of you that live in the DMV area, you know that we have had a blistering hot last week and a half or so. That is really calming down. There's a chance of storms rolling through tonight. We're hoping that they roll through right as Donovan and I get in our cars on the way home tonight. You can't see Dono's big head nod, but trust me, that's what he's hoping for. Does a great job. Takes about 20 minutes to break down the camera after the game. Would really like to not do that as we're floating up here in the top of the press box. So, folks, this PFA squad has really fought hard. Defense has been their strong suit. They've taken a lot of pressure. Jan Henry Schaefer in goal has had a fantastic season. But they've been under a lot of pressure. They're looking to put goals number 4, 5, and 6. They would love to tonight for the season into the back of the net. But more than anything, Coach Myron told us that they're looking to really defend well. Coach Dave Pulaski, the number 1 assistant and goalkeeper coach, has been really happy with his goalkeeping all season. Looking for another strong night out of them tonight. They've got a couple new players in the lineup, and they're looking for a chance to really break through. They'd like to come away with a big win. Coach Byron told me he is really excited about the future of this program. He is heading to Brazil. He has some connections there. He is looking to bring back somewhere between 6 and 9 Brazilian players for next summer to come and play with this squad. He has some friends and some connections. Coach Myron is well known literally around the world, serves as a youth coach for USA Soccer, as a recruiter for them, does game analysis of the USA men's teams and sends it in to the coaching staff. Way back in the day, Coach Myron won 2 national championships as one of the top 2 scorers at Howard University under the famed coach Lincoln Phillips. Philip Jow, renowned coach in our area over the last 30 years, was the other top scorer on that team. Coach Myron scored more goals as the number 2 scorer on that team in one season than that team gave up in the entire season. He mentioned that the other day, saying that they had a team that could play incredible possession. We're talking back in the late 70s, something that teams back then weren't doing and couldn't do. They were loaded with international players, as he's from Trinidad himself, from the islands, as Lincoln is, Coach Lincoln. But he said this team, they're looking to play a little bit more direct. He's looking to get it up over the top, have players run onto it, possibly hit some long shots. He's not looking for them to win the possession battle per se. But Coach Tariq Walker, a Hall of Famer with the Baltimore Blast indoor team, told me that they are trying to win the possession battle. They want to possess it. They want to possess it heavily. They've got 3 youngsters with some great pace up front. They're looking to spring them, but they're not going to force it. They want to keep the ball. So look for the ball to be on the foot of a green player with black socks far more than anyone else. That ball goes off the back of our referee. Referee is Zach Fingerhut, one of the most respected young referees in the area, someone that we believe we're going to see on TV at the pro level in the next few years. Header comes across. Schaefer deals with it well. There's that ball up over the top that we were talking about. Nobody home on this one, but Coach Myron isn't afraid to send some balls long. He's looking to play it quick, especially through the midfield. He's not looking for a ton of passes among his midfielders. Couple quick touches, ball up over the top. PFA does get a little bit of possession here. But just like that, it's lost. Christos stalking. Christos on it. Has a player free. A little bit of a wayward touch there for Crawford. Hidalgo gets on it out here. Gets it to Topolsky. Rodriguez Benitez playing out. Gets it up to Shepard. Shepard been so strong on the ball for this team this season. Doing an excellent job. He finds a seam. He keeps going. And he'll gladly take that push from behind. So free kick just south of midfield here for PFA. Looking up over the top, looking for Quedlin. Quedlin, the bigger body there, does get a head on it, but it just scoots out. Quedlin in 19 tonight, not his normal number 20. Christos looking for that ball up over the top. And there you see the converging defense of this PFA. 5 defenders. You saw 4 of them there in an instant. A little bit of giveaway here. Beckman's on it. Roberts fighting for it. PFA does win it back. Nice touch there by Rodriguez Benitez, but not able to do anything. Gets it taken back. Christos playing down the line. Nice little flick. Gets it inside. Slides it back. Looking back across the middle. Has a man down the flank. Topolsky showing that pace we talked about. Trying to beat his man down the line. But Kazakis, who's been so strong, so steady for this PFA team all season, shuts that down. Throw incoming for Christos. You're getting a picture of what this game's going to look like. Possession from Christos, a little bit more pressure, and then PFA looking to really bust out in the counter, play a longer ball, a more direct ball, and then get themselves a good shot. In the process, they're flicking it out. It's bouncing around. Beckman was on it. Well cleared out, trying to find Quedlin. He'll pressure. Forces an error. Back to Quedlin, going up over the top. Looking for Rodriguez Benitez. Shepard putting pressure on. Would have been a great opportunity. If Shepard had been able to win that and break through, they would have had a 3-on-1 with 2 of their more skilled players on this squad, and Shepard and Quedlin. So you see that this PFA team's not far from busting through, but it's not going to be the Barcelona, Spain type possession that's going to get them there. Quedlin trying to find his man. Gets intercepted there by Hidalgo. Plays it out to Lackner. Lackner gets it outside. Watson's on it. Watson turns. Plays it back. Channels were closed in. They find one a little wider. Topolsky out to Roberts. Back to Topolsky. Pressure right there. Good speed and pressure coming. Hidalgo here, plays it back to O'Keefe. Neither keeper with a save yet. No pressure yet. You hear some pressure to turn. Christos gets that in. Schaefer, no problem, and immediately goes up over the top. Has his man, just a step off, the referee crew says. Boy, if he hangs on his side of midfield till that ball is touched, there's a chance for a one-on-one breakaway or possibly even a 2-on-1. Quedlin was charging in the middle. It's what we've seen all year from this PFA squad. They're putting the pressure and they're trying. They're not going to get many opportunities. Trying to make the ones count that they do. Topolsky's ball easily handled by Schaefer. You can see Schaefer getting rid of it a little bit quicker tonight. Looks like part of their game plan is to get into the counterattack as quick as they can. give way in the back, which has threatened this team throughout the season. This one amounts to nothing but a shot up over the top. Folks, we believe that is a Denji up top wearing number 7. He was slated in the lineup tonight as number 9. We will try to keep that for you. Make sure that you know who's who out there. Denji's player that recently joined. Fast, skilled, smaller stature player up front. Him and Queedland make a good 1-2 combination. A little bit different types of players. Queedland's the big, wide body, played professionally in England, was with Leeds United for a period of time. He's going to win balls in the air, and he's looking to send to Denji or to bang a long shot. O'Keefe well off his line. Queedland, a really smart player. He knows exactly where the keeper is. If he or Shepard get the opportunity, they're going to be happy to bang one long and try to pull O'Keefe when he's over. Lackner gets it out. They're playing it around the back. Looks like they're going to go back to O'Keefe. No, nice turn by Watson. Down the line. Strong defensive header for PFA. Just trying to get it out, all the way out. Tackle attempt. Broken away by Crawford. Crawford's got a shot. Oh, it hits the post. It rolls right back to Henry Schaefer. A little bit of a tough break there for Christos, goalie's best friend. The post. Fonfon takes it away there, tries to slide through. Header coming up over the top. PFA clears. Excellent condition trap there by Queedland. Queedland signaling down the line, trying to get a Denji to run hard. Forces Hidalgo to play it back. Hidalgo was able to really get that off nicely under pressure. Christos winning the initial one. PFA gets it. Falls to Christos. Flick inside. Another nice defensive play. Trying to head it out. This goes for PFA. Looking for Denji up over the top. Hidalgo has matched him step for step so far. A little pressure on O'Keefe. Goes up over the top. Header that didn't quite get all the way out. But in the end, it's going to go for a corner kick. It looked like PFA was able to just get that out for a not-so-dangerous throw-in. But we have the first corner of the night. Something without a doubt that Coach Myron is trying to avoid. On an average, they've been outnumbered about 7-8 to 2 per game for corner kicks. A dangerous opportunity. They found the foot of a Christos player with a little bit of space. He was not able to get that volley, get that ankle locked and turn. Does go off him out of play. But an incredibly dangerous opportunity. Something that PFA is going to want to really mark tighter moving forward. As we've seen throughout the season, Henry Schaefer looking for a long ball, get the pressure out of the kitchen. Plays a fantastic 60-yard ball up over the top. Shepard went up for it, was headed from behind him by Beckman, and out of play. So a throw in, PFA trying to get some possession in the offensive half. They fake the short throw back, go a little longer down the line. Quidlin flicks it on. Beckman allowed it to go through, almost causing an issue and giving it away. Kazaka's headed that. Henry Schaefer is able and forced to come out, makes a nice play. Quidlin had been offside. Shepard was not. Quidlin dropped back. Shepard rotated forward. Nice switch there by two very intelligent players, well-seasoned guys. Down the wing now, Ray has made some space, looking for the middle, decides to slide it back. Tamanini on it. Cross coming in. Jan Henry Schaefer deals with that pretty well. Makes something that wasn't incredibly easy look. Something that wasn't easy look very easy. Okay, up over the top. Adenji cuts it off. Couple deflections there. Christos looking for a hand. Not getting it. Shepard with a nice turn. Goes with the left foot. Shot up over the top. Oh, he hits the crossbar. And a cracker of a shot from 30 yards out. He's trying to get it and go again. It's exactly what we were talking about. He had O'Keefe beat. O'Keefe was out about 10, 12 yards from his goal. Shepard just turned and whirled on that. Got laces on it. Drove it. Looked like it was going to drop in time. And just hit the middle to bottom part of the bar. Fantastic opportunity there. That's what's going to have to come for this PFA squad, and that's exactly what Coach Byron is looking for. You see some teams where coaches would be scolding that. That's exactly what Coach is looking for, an opportunity. If you could strike it from distance, the strikes in most cases on this squad are going to come from Shepard and Queensland. Ball up over the top, headed out. Nice bit of possession there. Again, Coach Garnes really happy with the five that he's got working together in the back. Folks, we will do our best on names there. We're noticing early on that they are not really in accordance with what we are given as a starting 11. We know that these teams so often switch shirts. Talking to college coaches, when their players are required to bring their shirts, so often they're forgotten and then number changes are inevitable. So we will keep you posted. But 15 minutes in, and Jan Henry Schaefer is not recorded with a true save yet. That is a good mark for this PFA squad. They're looking to just play tighter and tighter. They were able to keep Hill City to just a goal the other night. Hill City, a good quality team. So if PFA can stay in this match, ball up over the top. And that ball will count for 3 here in about a month and a half when kicked by the St. Mary's Riken field goal kicker. But tonight, just a aimless goal kick coming up for PFA. Again, in a world where we play everything short from the keeper on up, PFA is saying that's not our style, that's not what we've got. We're going big, we're going long. And so often they win it. This one is won by Christos, but the second ball collected. Manguza was on it. Fighting back. Beckman trying to get it in the corner. Beckman shielding. Plays it outside. Shepard closes. They split 2 defenders. But they're forced to reset. Beckman slides it back. We do have a Christos player down. Zach Tamanini is up, looks to be okay. Seemed to be patting his chest just to say that lost my breath, I got hit there. So not walking with any noticeable limp. Referee is pushing back PFA. The drop ball goes to Christos. They go right into a 1-2. Beckman looking for Tamanini. Tamanini closed in, having the reverse fields play negatively. Ball sliced across, not able to get on the chest of Topolsky, and will go out for a PFA throw. So well guarded there. That was a dangerous spot after the drop ball, with U.S. Soccer eliminating all contested drop balls. The other team needs to get 4 yards away, and teams are really starting to master what to do with that ball and how to make it a quick possession turnaround. Our flag goes up, our first offside of the day. And Denji over here on the sideline showing off his ability with a cute one-touch control. Something he would love to be able to do in the box and get a shot off. PFA playing it out of the back. Been a little bit of an issue this year. They faced so much pressure, and here we are again. And a giveaway slid across. Oh, nice possession here. PFA is able to win this in the back, gets it up, looking for Shepard. Step coming across, man in the middle. And every wrestling coach will tell you that was a fantastic 2-point takedown there. Soccer coach is not as ecstatic about it. And as we've seen in World Cup play, these balls in the middle can be dangerous. Oftentimes players will tell you that they like it a little wider out, but the skill level on free kick takers is just growing and growing. As a U.S. fan, we've seen Tillman notch 2 of them in this World Cup. So see what we're able to do here. And the second one was almost from this exact position. He hit it, made the keeper go to his right to the left corner. But then it took a deflection off a Belgian defender, and the Belgian goalkeeper was not able to reset his feet and get back. So Christos will be looking to find the corner and possibly deflection, and certainly to win the second ball. Couple step overs here. Go on it. Hit low. There's the second ball we talked about. And we have a goal. And the flag stays down. PFA is looking for an offside call. The AR on the far side, AR1, pointing immediately to the last defender. So Crawford took the kick, banged it hard and low. Schaefer did an excellent job to get it out. But you could see that Christos had planted a man charging outside the right post in case of a deflection, had one on the left post as well. And sure enough, it fell right to him. Beckman able there to slot that home. Really a nicely designed free kick play by Christos. Everything was handled pretty well. Now we have a giveaway. PFA looking not to go down 2 in a short period of time. The ball aimlessly went across the middle, couldn't find a home. Christos looking for the long switch. Beautiful ball played here by Hidalgo. Shepard takes his man down, no call. Looking up over the top, here's Quedlin running onto it. Initial header won, second ball won by Christos. And able to get it back into possession. Goal scorer Beckman on it, slides it forward. Tamanini gets turned. Christos controlling and charging again. Topolsky out to Roberts. Roberts plays it across, has his man wide open. Oh, that's a header that you as a forward, you won't get many opportunities. Let's take a look at that replay, folks. See a beautiful ball drilled across the frame by Roberts. Wide open on the far side. Was a Christos teammate, not able to notch that one home. You won't get many more open opportunities on a one-time header than that. Players go home and dream and have nightmares about open opportunities like that. This header nicely played back by Watson to O'Keefe. Was able to pick it up with his hands if he wanted to, opted not to. Plays it out to Hidalgo, to O'Keefe. Crawford winning the battle. PFA momentarily won possession. Nifty little slick push through by Rank. Toposky here on the outside, finding some space. Has the speed, has a man on the left. Ops right in the middle. They get an opportunity. Oh, one too many touches there by Beckman. Beckman looked like he wanted it on his left, had pushed it to his right, had his man beat, and then just like that, Beckman gets the goal. So we have a goal, folks. We have 2 goals tonight. Beckman has 2 goals. Beautiful ball slid across there by Tamanini. Beckman just allowed it to flick off the top of his head, and we'll show you the replay here, folks. Looked like the opportunity was lost. Beckman had it in the middle, had it on his right foot, had some space to bang a shot from about 20 yards out. Tried to take another touch, lost it. Then it got knocked outside the Beckman, who immediately drilled a one-timer back in. And Beckman was able to just skim head that home into the corner to beat Henry Schaefer. So just like that, folks, we were at the 15-minute mark. PFA hadn't given up a goal, hadn't had a save recorded. And 8 minutes later, finding themselves down 2-0. Shepard tried to make something happen on the outside, does a nice job. Watson steps in, but can only get it knocked outside for a throw-in. Going back, it was Shepard that banged that beautiful ball up over the top, almost scoring from 30 yards out, just going off the crossbar. Would have given PFA a 1-0 lead, some momentum, some encouragement, some confidence. Ball coming up over the top. Toposky heads it out. Adenji's on it, flicks it outside, finds Kazakis. Kazakis plays it in. Shepard fighting for it. One touch there. And another audition for field goal kickers. It was a great idea. Those of you that saw the Argentina game the other day, it was a similar ball that just popped out to Messi. Short hop volleyed it. A half volley they call it since it bounced first. Drilled it just on the other side of the post. That took them from having been down 2 goals with 10 minutes to go to 2-2, which they eventually won 3-2, as many of you followed. Very similar type shot there, but just banged up over the top. So much of what we've seen this summer, these players on TV just look like everything is so easy, and these are skills that are not easy that they have perfected over time. Queelan's on it. Oh, him and Adenji not quite on the same page there. Adenji went out. Queelan passed it in. Beckman up over the top. Trying to find Roberts, just a little too far. Excuse me, that was Lackner. 16, not Beckman, 15. That hit that ball looking for Roberts. Throw-in coming for PFA. They're in no hurry to take this. Looks like we have our first sub of the game into play. Giveaway, ball nicely shielded. PA announcer here is baffled like us. We had neither a 2 nor 25. We now have 2 in, 25 out. As we can figure that out for you folks, we will let you know. Number 1, we know Jan Henry Schaefer plays about a 60-yard ball. Queelan gets called for the push. Christos looking to go quick. This PFA team closing down the gaps, closing down the slots well, forcing them out wide, forcing them back. Ball a little bit too wide for Watson going out. Exactly what Coach Garnes is trying to do with this defense. Really shut down the gap, shut down the lanes, force some bad passes. Patuxent under pressure with a giveaway. Kazaka's on it. Plays it all the way back. Jan Henry Schaefer's on it. Drives a nice ball. And then Gene Quedlin in the area, trying to get it up over the top. Rodriguez Benitez does a nice job. Here we go, up over the top, looking for a Denji, and just a little bit too high. Sails just outside. Excuse me, that wasn't a Denji, that was two or some names to come. Denji putting pressure on. Nice touch in the back. What PFA does well. Shepard on it. Nguza push from behind. Long ball up over the top. Trying to find David Blum. Just curling out and away from him. We see PFA with 8 subs still warming up. They've made 1. 6 to go. I think we're going to see a fairly fresh squad put in here. A couple pieces at a time for this PFA team. Early sub, says Coach Garn, wants to see something a little different. We didn't see any injuries. Minguza a little harder on that than he wanted to. Adonji. All right, here we are. Topolsky slides it across. I think he missed his man, but instead found Beckman, who found the intended man, Lackner. Lackner hits a left-footed cross, a little too strong. PFA, or Christos on the backside. Oh, excellent header. Man was waiting. Ball bounces around. PFA's allowing that to bounce, something they're not going to appreciate that happened. They got away with this one. Comes out to Topolsky, has his man one-on-one. Good defending. This PFA team keeps forcing them to go backwards, which is exactly what they want. Ball comes in and again misses the first target and almost drops perfectly in place of the second one to finish it. Not able to control that. Topolsky will get it. Gets it back to Hidalgo. Topolsky. Hidalgo. Cross coming over, driving down the lane, has his man open in the middle, gets turned, gets a hand on it, does Henry Schaefer, and just able to guide that out. Nice combination play there by Christos, fantastic goaltending. We'll show you that replay here. See Schaefer having to slide one way, gets the hand up. They've talked about in this World Cup broadcast a lot this summer. A strong hand there by Jan Henry Schaefer to get that ball out. Well played. In-swinger coming, driven hard. Christos does win the second ball, gets it out, gets a deflection. PFA is able to fight for it. Go back to Schaefer. Schaefer makes a nice touch on a hard-driven ball to his feet. Stays composed, stays in control. And now they're able to push Christos all the way back. Hidalgo looking, has the reset with O'Keefe. Opts not. Instead finds Crawford down the line. Crawford forced the turn. Back to Hidalgo. That one was left on purpose by Beckman. Well closed in. PFA goes down, gets back up. Crawford trying to pull a little bit of a futsal rollback there. Was not able to get enough pressure on the top of the ball. Schaefer plays this up over the top, looking for Adonji. Rodriguez Benitez trying a little bit of a skill trick there, trying to get it to Shepard hit it a little harder than he wanted. May not have needed to go as fancy as he did. And here we see Christos on it. Nice turn by Roberts, but well closed in by this PFA defense. Again, they're in a 5-3-2. So 5 across the back. They are stepping. And then there's a center mid as well that's dropping in as almost a 6th defender at times. It does leave them with very little teeth into the attack, but it's proven well for the defense. Schaefer chooses to collect this and keep this versus allowing it to roll out. Came from Christos, so he's able to pick it up. Looks for his opportunity, finds a left back with some space. Looking to drive. Players making their runs off. Nobody going deep yet. Queedland comes back to it. They try to go 1-2. It's a good idea. Had he been able to collect that and break through, this Christos team was up high and a little flat in the back there. Could have proven to be a good opportunity. Christos was able to secure the ball, win the tackle, keep possession. Folks, we're in about our 34th minute, 11 minutes and stoppage time to go. We haven't had water breaks tonight. We only had the 2 goals, no long substitutions, no injuries to speak of. Another ball just over the head of our referee. So we don't expect a lot of stoppage time. Tobolski bends a nice ball in left-footed, drives it. Offside flag goes up. Which in the end ended being really good for PFA. That ball got kind of popped up, not cleared, and had Christos still had numbers coming forward, would have had an opportunity to win that ball 15 yards out from goal and test Henry Schaefer again. Schaefer sending everybody up. Plays a really nice long ball, does this keeper. Queedland has a backpack on him, still able to win the header. Christos gets it. Crawford played it up over the top. Henry Kazakis in defense there. That got a little hairy for a moment for PFA. Looked like Kazakis had it turned and was going to be able to win it and play it out. Lost it. Did a little bit of hugging and grabbing there in the box. Was able to release it in time and not get a call. Christos going quick. Tobolski's on it. He's got the power for it. He goes for a low shot. Caught a foot of a teammate and then a head and almost just popped up over the head and through the hands of Jan Henry Schaefer. Schaefer again doing a nice job to just collect it. By our account, that was save number 5. Save number 6 was missed. However, the offside flag did go up. If the goalpost is the keeper's best friend, then their best man in their wedding is the offside flag going up when the other team's threatening. Saved the goal there for Henry Schaefer. Saved the goal there for PFA. So we're still at 2-0. A manageable game for PFA. Right now they're trying to ride out the half. They're going to look in the second half to make a couple personnel changes. Going to probably put a little more pressure forward. Take a few more chances. In addition to simply needing a goal to get within a goal, it's exhausting to be the one chasing a game. So this PFA team, they've got a nice little crowd, fan base here. Would love to slot one home, get some people up and excited, get a little bit more noise in here, and really encourage one another. Excellent bit of defending. Referee made the call here. A little bit of confusion. His call immediately was in favor of Christos. PFA defender thought he was the one that was fouled, began running down the field to get open for a free kick taken by PFA. Instead, the entire PFA squad, minus Adenji up top, is now inside or just outside the top of the box. The penalty area now called. We don't have boxes in soccer anymore. We have a goal area that extends to 6 yards from goal post, 6 yards from the middle of the goal line. And then the penalty area that's 18 yards from each post and 18 yards up from the end line, formerly known as the 6-yard box and the penalty box. Several players on this, running up over top. A little touch by Topolsky, and then ripped by Crawford. Does take a touch for PFA, by PFA, and up over the top. Take a look at our replay. Nice little play here, organized by Christos. Christos again looking for a corner kick opportunity. They've been driving these hard and low in-swingers, about 5 players far post. Same thing, gets up over the top. Had his man almost put it directly onto the head and chest of St. Martin. And Schaefer, well done, able to get a paw on that and just kind of swat it sideways. It did go out for another corner. So Crawford looking to take it. We'll look to see what he does here from this left-hand side. He's been curling them in. Looks like he's going to stay with the same type ball. It's going to curl out a little bit. Still driving. This one goes much higher. Curled out. Finds the same man. And almost the exact same result. St. Martin, further from goal this time, was opened, completely unmarked. Gets it. And once again, Jan Henry Schaefer able to get a hand on it. A strong hand up over the bar. Crawford looked like he might take it. Left-footed. Ball comes in. Driven. Looked to be a deflection. The crew in red says no, so we will go goal kick for PFA. Nice play they had set that time. They drove everybody in deep, and then Rank came from a defensive position about 30 yards out. They found him, was able to one-touch it in, just going up over the top. Christos' team has been steady in the back, seem to really anticipate this idea of quick long balls coming. They've won them in the air routinely. PFA with a little bit of space. Nice ball up for the top, finds Adenji. So that is a case of that delayed flag that FIFA and U.S. Soccer calls for. Adenji was in an offside position, was the only one there, but until he truly affected play and got close enough, the flag stayed down. St. Martin was calling for it, had his hand up, except that player's hand going up doesn't mean anything. Only the flag from the AR, and only once the whistle comes from the center. But St. Martin was correct. Topolsky, who's been a key man in this match, slides it outside to Roberts. Roberts slips it in. Back to Roberts. Back to Hidalgo. Back to Topolsky. Topolsky looking to bend this one. Deflected out. Roberts Benitez on it. Gets a nice little touch. Adenji did a good job to hold him off. But in the end, Christos winning possession. Driving back, putting more pressure on this PFA team. Oh, nice little just a fantastic last-minute touch by the PFA defender. Forced it off the shin and into Jan Henry Schaefer. But the flag did go up in the end, so it would have been offside. But you could see the play developing, and unless PFA was going to get a touch on it, that ball was going to be slotted through to a man wide open 4 yards from goal with cruel intentions. As we go, the deflection went off. The flag came up. Possession back to PFA. They're looking to knock it around. They've got 4 or 5. Finds Hayden Shepard there in the middle. Shepard looking for a call, not getting it, slapping his hands. Hidalgo going up over the top. Henry Schaefer initially looked like he wanted to come out. Made a wise decision staying in. And was able to get a header back to him from his outside back. Well played by PFA in the back there. Nice ball. Rodriguez Benitez gets it. Gets up to Quedlin. Quedlin not able to turn. Every time Quedlin takes a step, he's got a green shirt. He's got a friend wherever he goes. Ball played back. Schaefer calmly left-footed. Slides it up to Kazakis. Rank able to get that ball slid through. Christos not able to keep possession. PFA driving. They would love nothing more than to get one home before this half ends. Quedlin going up over the top. Defended well. Nice pressure there for PFA on O'Keefe. O'Keefe handles it well. Topolsky, who's had more touches than anyone by our account so far tonight. Played it out, slides back to a center mid roll. Certainly been the cog for this Christos team. Going to look like we're going to have our first booking of the night.
Yellow card on Patuxent. Committed by number 18, David Blum.
So Blum with the first yellow card. That card will go in the book as stopping a promising attack. Took the player down from behind that had plenty of room. Coaches will tell you that that's a pretty good foul, what used to be referred to as a tactical foul. Ball played up all the way up over the top. Hidalgo brings it down. Drops it back. Slid in by Roberts. Well defended by PFA, but not cleared. Adenji, smallest guy in the field, goes through and wins that ball in the air. Chipped up over the top. Nobody making that run for Christos, and it will slide out. Folks, we will give you a signal when we see how many minutes are left. Looks to be 3 added. That is the end of the 45th. So we'll see how many minutes this referee crew has put into stoppage time. We believe we saw 3 from the 4th official on the far side. Deflected up and over. Shepard and Quedlin trying to bust through. If PFA could get a break with those two, it would be exactly who they'd want in a 2-on-2, 2-on-1 situation. With the skill and experience and soccer IQ of those two gentlemen, good things would happen. Instead, Patuxent loses it. Christos looking for an attack. Christos Patuxent too often this year has given up a goal right before half. Slides over to Roberts. Roberts looking to slide in the middle. And once again, the flag comes up. PFA living dangerous with this offside trap. And folks, there you go. Our first half whistle. At the end of one, you have your Patuxent FA 0 trailing Christos 2-0. Folks, Matthew Thomas and Donovan, and we will be back with you in about 15 minutes. Thank you for joining us. Please like and subscribe and check out highlights throughout the week. We will see you soon. Folks, we are back with you, and we would like to thank all the fantastic sponsors. This PFA team and squad and staff have worked hard to bring sponsorship in. They've gotten some great support from the community. IET Corporation is a proud sponsor of Patuxent Football Athletics and 2026 game days. IET Corp is a trusted, veteran-owned IT solutions provider delivering cutting-edge technology and rapid support across residential, commercial, academic, and government sectors. With global experience spanning 5 continents, IET Corp is built on excellence, agility, and exceeding expectations. Slim Chickens is what you're smelling if you're here at the park with us tonight. Proud sponsor of Patuxent Football Athletics. Slim Chickens is serving up fresh flavor to Southern Maryland with hand-breaded tenders, wings, sandwiches, and more. Be sure to grab a bite from Slim Chickens at select PFA match days this season, including today. The Rex Theater in Leonardtown is the heart of entertainment in Southern Maryland. Catch select PFA away match, watch parties, and pregame events at the Rex Theater all season long. The Oyster and Oak is a proud sponsor of Patuxent Football Athletics, bringing thoughtfully styled caricature experiences and a full mobile bar to every home match this season. From handcrafted bites to signature drinks, Oyster and Oak is helping make PFA game days warm, abundant, and beautifully memorable. West Coast Goalkeeping is a proud sponsor of PFA and our 2026 game days. West Coast Goalkeeping is dedicated to developing the next generation of goalkeepers. Their commitment to the game is helping grow soccer across Southern Maryland and beyond. Tammy Lumpkin, Realtor of Century 21, is a proud sponsor of Patuxent Football Athletics. Realtor of Century 21 New Millennium, Tammy Lumpkin is helping families buy and sell homes across Southern Maryland. With trusted local expertise and a passion for community, Tammy is proud to support PFA and soccer in the region. Velvet Razor Tattoo is a proud sponsor of Patuxent Football Athletics. They're located in Leonardtown and bring bold artistry and creativity to Southern Maryland. Dedicated to high-quality custom tattoo work and community connection, Velvet Razor is proud to support PFA this season. DMV Sports Media fans, tonight's match is streaming live on NBC Sports Engine Play, presented by DMV Sports Media. Catch the full replay after the final whistle and watch every PFA match all season long by visiting Patuxentfa.com. That's Patuxentfa.com. And a big thanks to DMV Sports Media. And folks, it is our pleasure to be here with you tonight. And Ichiban Sushi Asian Bistro. Fans, Ichiban Sushi Asian Bistro is the name in great sushi, awesome drinks, and good times in the Bowie Town Center. So come on by for an experience second to none, only at Ichiban Sushi Asian Bistro in Bowie, Maryland. Folks, thank you for joining us. We are just about ready to get the second half started as we head into post-halftime. It is a 2-0 lead for Christos. Patuxent FC looking to get things going. They are far from out of this. A goal from the men in white would go a long way right now. This next goal will truly be the key. If PFA is able to notch one here, especially early in the second half, it is going to open up this game. If Christos gets the third one in the net, it's going to be a really tough hill to climb for PFA. So everybody's really resting on this next goal, this first one of the second half. We have 22 players ready to go, looking for 4 men in red to come on out. Minutes away here, folks. All right. The ARs are making their long runs down the middle. Recheck these goals and nets one last time. Referee Zach Fingerhut waiting for them to make their checks and run the end line around to the touch line and up to their spot with a last back on both teams, and we will be ready to go. PFA with the kickoff. They look like they're going to kind of push forward here quickly. Get it slid outside. Nice cross. Finds a man on the outside. Forced to go back. Kazakis has it. Looks for the long left foot up the Wheatland. Well defended, but deflected off of Shepard. Shepard collects it, gets it out, retrieves it, gets it down the line. Looking for a move. Gets it deflected off. Christos, much to their chagrin. Blum gets the quick throw, tries to find Whelan, not able to. Second ball does fall to PFA. Kazakis having to step in. Oh, it's a bad touch. We have a breakdown by Roberts. Back in the middle, Roberts slides it across. Oh, just a little bit too far. And that was Beckman that was with him. Jan Henry Schaefer earning his wings with this PFA team this season, has really shown himself well. Schaefer forced to come out there. Roberts did a nice job sliding it under him as he slid out, but he had taken away the angle and the ball went wide. Oh, nice touch and flick and chest pass from Muzinga. It's a turn. We believe that's Noah Lewis wearing number 2. We were not given that. He was listed as 2 in the last match. Quedlin trying to find somebody down the middle. Lewis was there on the outside, had switched, but they were not able to connect. Adenji was there, slid back and allowed Lewis to run through. So Christos' leadership told us that they were really looking to kind of dominate, definitely wanted to win, but really hinted they wanted to dominate the possession battle tonight. And they certainly have won it, but it has not been the dominant possession. They're looking for some more. Beckman has it across, slides it. Roberts gets on the end of it. Kazakis shields it off, almost giving it back to Christos. A shot from point-blank range. And Jan Henry Schaefer, clearly man of the match for PFA, already came up big yet again. Kyle Crawford was sitting on the doorstep 3 yards from goal. That ball popped up off of Kazakis' chest. Crawford there to slot that home. And Schaefer really made himself big in the moment. Fantastic goaltending. All right, Crawford gets it out again. They find a man wide open on the outside. It's a play that they've worked quite well with Will Winek. Winek that time getting a shot. Does get headed up. PFA with 10 of their 11 men in deep inside the penalty spot. So Winek is out here about 20 yards out. Nobody on him. Ball comes up. Not sure what the call was there. The flag went up as if it was offside, which you, of course, cannot have offside on a corner kick. He insisted on holding the flag even after Patuxent had won possession. PFA coaching staff not happy with that. Not really sure what happened there. Typically, if it is an offside, which it can't be on a corner kick, if the defending team wins the possession and sends it forward, normally that flag comes down. He insisted on keeping it up, got center's attention. Christos back in the attack. Beckman trying to notch his hat trick. He is on the brace tonight. Excuse me. That is Lackner. 16s and 15s in these jerseys, looking very similar. Shepard has it. Gets a turn. Is able to keep possession. Quedlin down. Finds a man. Flag stays down. We have a one-on-one situation. Oh, we have slided home. We have a goal. The 4th goal on the season. Oh, what an absolute beautiful demonstration of the triangle in football. Passes went quickly. They went diagonally. Find their man. Slid it across. And folks, we don't have a 15. If we figure out who that was, we will let you know. But it was a fantastic job. So, folks, we said that the game would get interesting if PFA could notch one. So that is Fonfon with the goal. We believe Fonfon is now wearing 12. Was slated in the starting lineup as 24. What a fantastic touch and go down here, down the line. Quedlin slid it out. We got a pass slid across the middle, we believe by Blum. And then Fonfon able to take it, composed, and in a breakaway situation slides it home. Referee says no foul. We're seeing shades of Egypt yesterday in the quick counterattack. Quedlin took a push from behind. Referee Fingerhut demonstratively yelling no. Oh, in the same type situation coming across. Flag stayed down. Almost had to be an offside if the goal was registered. Beckman just on the doorstep. Wide open goal. Had been notched past Henry Schaefer. Beckman not able to slide it through for his hat trick. That's the one that he'll take the regret with him tonight. Brett St. Martin did a nice job to win it. Able to get it out. Quedlin collects, but is outside, is offside. St. Martin quickly plays it. Tamanini to Beckman, back to Tamanini. Tamanini takes a shove, gets it, slides it through. The flag does go up. That one was in for Crawford, but that will be no goal. Crawford, according to the refs, just a step ahead of the play. That is two nice passing combinations coming for Christos after the one that led to the goal for Patuxent FA. But FA's goal, Patuxent's goal counts. And the 2-4 Christos don't. So we remain 2-1. So a game that has gotten far more interesting here in the last 10 minutes. More contested. Tamanini on it. This PFA squad is going to have to handle and take some more pressure, take some more heat. I think the warm night and the tired legs are coming up for this PFA squad, although Christos did have to play back-to-back nights, but they've got several guys in tonight that did not get any or many minutes last night. Slides across, a little bit of push from behind. Ref says no worries. That was Ethan Watson from his outside defender position. Made the run through. Was able to win the throw, and he wanted it back immediately from Tamanini. Did not get it. He is still wide open on this far side if they can make the switch. Everything going down the left side. Up and over the top. Kazakis forced to go in hard. Makes a nice tackle. Deflects it out. Ethan Watson signaling to his fan club here in the stands. And looking for a hard-driven in-swinger. Some have come low. As of late, they've been a little higher far post. Tamanini wide open here on the outside. This one goes low. Topolsky gets it back. looking to beat his man down in the corner, and he's not able to. Strong one-on-one defending there for PFA. Topolsky now with a throw-in. See how this changes things. Players now dropping for Christos. Topolsky, not the biggest of stature, looking for the long throw. Does a nice job to get it almost to the penalty area, the goal area. Gets it back. Austin Roberts trying to get on top of that. Not able to come up underneath it. Pops it up. A nice little backspin ball up over the top. No damage done. So, folks, 10 minutes into the second half. We've had some great action. Both teams have scored. But the one for Christos does not remain on the board due to an offside flag. The one for PFA, which was onside, remains. And we're at 2-1. Nice piece of skill there by Bloom. Not able to win it. Tamanini back on it. Slides it back to to Watson. Watson back to St. Martin. St. Martin to Keefe. Keefe looking to switch it. Gets it across. Christos with some space. Looks for the outside of the foot flick. Maybe a little bit of a wanting ball. Tamanini had it, flicked it up to Beckman. Beckman collided. PFA player going down, and the referee crew, both center and AR2, agree. Foul from behind. Henry Schaefer playing this down the line to Bloom. Well defended by Watson. Watson looking to make the turn. Oh, nice little pullback. A second one. Watson showing some futsal skill there. Not able to connect. Quick throw in for PFA. Rodriguez Benitez not able to control that with the turn. Christos quickly into the counter as they've done all night. Now they're forced to play back. Forced the reset all the way back with O'Keefe. A little bit of pressure, he handled no problem. Beckman thought Tamanini was making the run off his flick header, was not. Watson gets it out, over to Crawford. Crawford to Topolsky. Topolsky with some space. Back to Beckman. Topolsky, little bit of a hard pass. Pops up. Adenji was offside. He came back, didn't play the ball. Play continues. Kazakis with an important header there. That ball was going to be slotted through. I believe that was Roberts there on the outside. That was wide open. Was going to be able to collect that ball about 25 yards from goal with nobody there. Roberts collects this one. A little bit of a harder ball. Well defended. PFA back this time. Roberts sliding through. Tries to slip one in, not able to. Big header in the back for Christos. Out to Watson. Watson to Roberts. Roberts to Tamanini. Tamanini back to Roberts. Tries to get to Beckman. Oh, and fantastic slide out by Henry Schaefer. And again, we've noted that Jan Henry Schaefer is looking to quickly get rid of these. Flick up over the top. Flag stays down. Beckman has it. It was a ball that popped up and was spinning and bouncing. A difficult ball to strike. And the entire Christos bench now coming in. So coming out for Christos is Winek, Crawford, Sexton, and Lackner. And into the game, Dixon, Sexton is in. It is Tamanini that was out. Ray and Laffey into the game for Christos, putting some fresh legs out there. Beckman looking for the sub Laffey, not able to find him. Hayden Shepard on it, does a nice job. Rodriguez Benitez able to temporarily shield. Cal Dixon getting his first touch of the game. Going to slide this back. Over to Watson, who's been a much bigger contributor in the second half than in the first. Looking to play the ball down the line to Laffey. Nicholas Laffey not reading what Watson was doing. He went inside, ball went out. A little bit of frustration offered by the Christos teammates. Free kick coming for PFA. Initially fought, nobody won. Slides through. Up over the top by St. Martin. And just sliding all the way through. Laffey almost making a big contribution just moments after coming into the game. Jan Henry Schaefer able to collect that one. This ball bouncing. Nobody's in possession. Calling for a handball on Bloom was Christos. Nice sliding tackle. Oh, it does pop unlucky. Back to Christos. Laffey trying to flick it down the line. Not finding room past Blum, excuse me. Up over the top. Good battle there. We believe that that's Terry in the back. Great combination passing here. Rodriguez Benitez over the top. That's Terry there. Our goal scorer in a one-on-one, now one-on-two situation. Reads it, draws it back. Finds Quedlin in the middle. Quedlin finds Adanji. Adanji goes for a shot. Loses his plant foot. Still was able to pull it back across his body. Through to the fence, but wide of the goal. Great little bit of combination play there. Far more of what Coach Myron's going to be looking for. Again, he is so excited about his trip to Brazil. Believes he has up to 8 recruits for next summer's team. We discussed whether or not they would be coming for the year and staying and playing in the States in a college somewhere. And he told me that that wasn't the plan right now. They would just be coming for summer to come play for this PFA team. He appreciates his Brazilian connections to help him get that set. He's really excited about that trip. Been a long, hard summer season. Coach still recovering from a bad car accident he was in. Think he is ready for a break, and trip to beautiful Brazil sounds like a great idea to all of us at this point. Rodriguez Benitez doing a great job surrounding. Did look like it went off him, but referee crew says it's going back to PFA. PFA collects. Looks for a nice long switch. Beautiful ball to Fonfon. Fonfon not quite able to get it run with it because of the backspin on it, but does maintain possession. Shepard slides it through. Menguza to Quedlin. Quedlin back to Kanaji. Adenji. To Kazakis. Nice little bit of possession here. Rodriguez Benitez making the turn. Trying to slot that through. And now Christos is forced to just bang it. More what we typically see PFA having to do. Fouls called on Beckman. This Christos team and coach are all starting to get a little frustrated. They're starting to challenge and argue calls. We see them having to kind of boot it. Beckman takes a yellow for his troubles. That would be dissent. Continue to yell even after the play was gone. Beckman with a good night. 2 goals and a yellow card, has been in the action. Could have had 2 or 3 assists tonight. Cleveland did a nice job with a lot of pressure. Tried to poke it through to Adenji. Too many green shirts in the way. Shepard's on it. Not able to control it. Sexton driving down. Gets it slid across. And a nice shot in the end. Put on, but right at Jan Henry Schaefer. That was Laffey getting the shot. Cleveland going down. Coach Myron yelling for that call, not getting it. No VAR here to overturn calls and make fouls to take away goals like we saw yesterday against Egypt. Laffey down the wing, looks for the one touch. Smart ball. If you can play the ball back against the grain when you've got your defense running in towards their goal, good things can happen. Note for young players, don't always feel like you've got to take 3 or 4 touches. Laffey put a nice ball into trouble. Great little bit of combination play. Ray was busting through, would have been open had that gotten through. Just a nice piece of defending at the last moment. Adenji's on it, slides it over. Minguza's there, gets it across the Fonfon. Support by Rodriguez Benitez. Henry Kazakis slides this up over the top. Cleveland fighting for it. Does get called for the foul. St. Martin not happy with the push that he took by Cleveland, calling for a card. Referee quick to dispute that and end that quickly. More strong individual defending by this PFA team. This is what they have built this squad on. Having to reset all the way back to O'Keefe. Cleveland coming, O'Keefe a nice little bit of a lean and push move there, and then rolling it back across his body. Sends a ball long.
Offsides on Christos.
Flag goes up for offside. Christos, coach and players, not happy about that. We're in our 68th minute, just past the halfway mark of the second half. If we were at the World Cup, we'd be entering into a hydration break. In function, really turning the World Cup into games with 4 quarters versus 2 halves, which has been interesting. Giving coaches and teams that are stronger tactically a little extra time. Might have accounted for some of the later goals and some of the comebacks we've seen. More than 30 goals at the World Cup after the 90th minute. The most ever in history. Personally, I've enjoyed seeing the teams with breaks and the lesser teams getting a chance to get back and regroup and just having to get to that 66th, 67th minute. Ball bouncing around. Well fought here. Now a good stick by PFA. It was out to Ray and then slid out of bounds. Again, folks, 2-1. This game feels like it's a little bit more in control for Christos, but feels and possession numbers don't count in the end. Ball's in the back of the net with no flags up and no whistles blown. That's what matters. And at the moment, we've only had 3 of those. 2 for green for Christos, 1 for your host team, white PFA. PFA now with about 20 minutes to find number 2. That goal has really changed the feel of this game. This Christos team has been much more animated, coaches and players more frustrated since then. Again, they had notched one, just missed on 2 others, but the one they notched got called back with an offside. So we remain 2-1. Any boxer will tell you that every puncher has a chance. Only need to land one if you're a knockout specialist. PFA doesn't need to put 7, 8 shots on goal. They just need the one where the ball connects with the back of the net. PFA with one more game remaining, really trying to notch one win by the end of this season. They play a very strong Virginia Beach team here on Saturday. So they know that this is their better opportunity. This Christos team's sitting just one game over 500 at 6-5. Great touch over here by Laffey. Well closed in defensively. Laffey, no choice but to hit that as he was going down and off balance. The ball going well past the goal, over the post, through the track. It is nearly in the lunchroom on hot dog day. As they collect the ball, a new one is thrown in. Fonfon flicks up over the top. Quedlin's showing some signs of the heat and the miles he's had to put on his boots tonight. But you will always get a good fight from this PFA team. Rodriguez Benitez going down, playing it several times on his back. The ref allowed it. Ball gets all the way through. Oh, we have a steal. We had a grab. And then a tough tackle. What we thought could be a pull and a card or a foul. None was called, just simply going out. And folks, we noted that Quedlin looked like his legs were about done for tonight. He is being subbed out. As is Shepard. So 2 of the key stalwarts of this team on their way out. Some fresh, hungry legs coming in. And Guza clearly with a handball there. Stretching out. Initial call went the other way. Ref quickly corrected himself. Ball tried to be slotted through. Not able to. Christos stays in possession. Alex Sexton with pressure down. Gets called for the foul from behind. PFA player struggling a little bit. Down in the corner. Foul being called for. Ball slotted up over the top. PFA with a chance here. Oh, it just going wide. One of their best opportunities of the night. PFA put together some great passing combinations. Folks, we know that 21 and 9 are into the game. Don't have numbers. Ball slotted through. Flag stays down. Kazakis coming in, good team defense. The pressure cover was there. Kazakis was the cover. So, folks, we are entering into our final 15 minutes here. Laffey trying to collect it. We know this team played last night, forced to play again tonight, made some subs. We believe that the guys that have come on were guys that played last night. The young guys that don't get as much time that started this game tonight were young and hungry and really showed some good things. Patuxent squad's been able to do more defensively with this second squad. They've got some fresh legs in themselves. Just had a fantastic opportunity to tie this one up. But as we've mentioned all season, folks, this PFA squad will fight every battle, every one-on-one contest will end in the swapping of some DNA, some contact, and PFA teams will fight to that final whistle. Great example of that there by Kazakis. Looked like he might be beat. Shifty player, swinging it back and forth. Christian Correa trying to make something happen. Kazakis with heavy legs wouldn't give up, stayed in the fight. All right, Topolsky with another power bending ball. Going to be an in-swinger. Everybody's in with just the sub Correa out. They do bend it into the mix. Initially headed by Hidalgo. It was off the back of a PFA defender, went back, and then it was notched out. Ball's bouncing around. It's caught a couple different heads, couple different bodies. PFA still not able to get it out. Oh, almost a great opportunity for Christos. Sexton with the shot, went across, was initially deflected. Almost found a wide open Ray, but it went sizzling past his leg. It had taken a deflection off of a white foot, so it went out. We have another corner kick coming. Christos is seemingly running the same thing again. Oh, this one comes in. Henry Schaefer trying to go out and get it. Only gets fingertips on it. Not what he would have told you he wanted to do. Signals to his team and his coach that that one's on me. That's a player of character. We're all going to make mistakes out there. Do we take credit for our own mistakes instead of blaming others? Fantastic skill under pressure. Fortunately given away. Hidalgo's there. Slots it across. Topolsky from his defensive position, having done so much offensively tonight for this Christos team. We can see here from the other side of the field, he's absolutely drenched in sweat. Nice ball played up over the top. Dixon with a little bit of a depth touch. However, PFA still fighting. Ball will go out for a Christos throw. I think if you had told PFA coach Garnes that with 11 minutes to go, your team would be down a goal and still in it and creating opportunities, he would have taken that right from the get-go. Oh, fantastic. Behind his back, touch by Ethan Watson. Slides it into Beckman for goal number 3. But no. Hits it right at Henry Schaefer. Schaefer making another save. Down the line we go to Blum. Blum still has space. Has it on his left. Plays it in. Finds his man open. Goes for a little touch. Can't quite connect with Rodriguez Benitez. And then eventually goes out on the other side for a throw. Coach Garnes a little frustrated with that. I think he wanted a shot quicker instead of trying to get cute with possession there in that final third inside the last 15 yards. Blum back on it, getting it on his left, looking to drive down. A nice piece of defending there. Christos player going down. He's hurt. And PFA, in a show of class, knocks it out of bounds over the touchline. Looks like it's just a cramp. And in view that I've played this game at any type of higher level, you know what that feels like on a warm night. And your body basically has used all the water and potassium that it has. Muscles start to cramp up. Watson's night looks like it's done. He's calling for a sub. I believe there's only one left available for this crew from up outside of Baltimore. Christos has its final sub, trying to hurriedly get warmed up. Watson still trying to stretch. PFA looking to make a couple subs as well. We've now entered the 81st minute, but we haven't done anything here for about a minute and a half, 2 minutes. Time that will potentially be added on. So the subs from both sides will have to wait. Ball coming in. Reset back to Henry Schaefer. Schaefer up over the top. Manguza going down, and now we will get those subs. Last minute uniform change here. So it looks like Adenji and Blum are out. We're hearing from fans it's Robbie and Danny coming in. We'll try to get you more on that. Again, we were not given the subs of Eddie PFA subs, the numbers of any subs to begin with. Try to help you out here. So we're down to just about our final 7 minutes. We do expect about 3 to 4 minutes of stoppage time added. That injury and subsequent subs took a little bit of time. And in a 1-goal game, if it stays there, Beckman busting through, trying to make it more than 1-goal game. Almost number 3. Drives it. Jan Henry Schaefer stretched out to keep it from going in. Did not get a touch. So subs are done. Samuel Walker coming in was the final sub for this Christos team. You can hear Coach Myron from up here. Find him quicker, find him quicker. Throw-in coming. Goes up over the top. Substitute wearing number 9 for PFA, having almost made a huge impact just moments after coming in. Created a great opportunity, was not able to slot home the tying goal. PFA without a shot on goal since that point, but is definitely still in this, is showing some fight. The card going to PFA number 9. Looked to be a high boot. Reckless challenge. Christos player signaling. High kick, fighting for it. A call went in that yellow to change colors.
Yellow card on Patuxent. Given to Jaquez.
Ball coming up over the top. Walker collects, has a chance. Oh, it goes off the side of his foot. Another ball heading down for lunch. This one looks like it is going to make it all the way to the lunchroom. It's hoping it made it for pizza day. All right, folks, we are entering into the last 4 minutes of regulation. We are expecting 3 to 4 minutes of stoppage. We'll see what we have here. Schaefer with another just beautiful ball banged up over the top. Christos has been up to the challenge with defensive headers tonight. PFA, you see a difference. Now just down 1 with more numbers in defense. Nikas Slaffy there just picked up a backpack from Walmart. Player all over his back. Called for the foul. Laffy kept his cool. Kazakis up to the challenge once again. Solid defender, having a fantastic night back there for this PFA team. Ball going through, advantage called. Held on. Well defended. Now PFA with a little bit in the attack, not quite numbers. They were down 1 to 4. Ball was sent in quickly. Boy, folks, if you've been with us for broadcasts earlier this season, you see the difference in this. With 3 minutes left on the clock, PFA only down a goal. They're getting more guys in the attack than we have seen all season. This is a hungry squad that wants to pick this up. This is where Christos wants to win and dominate the possession battle. They certainly would take another goal. That's going back. Schaefer is able to pick it up with his hands. Not an intentional pass back. Ball up over the top. Player instantly healed. Would love to see that. Went down hard. Got the call. Remembered his team was losing. Popped up miraculously. Okay. So in situations where we've seen PFA with 9, 10 players back defensively on free kicks, now we see it with 9 players offensively going after this, trying to win the first. First ball was won by Christos. PFA wins the second, drives a shot. Oh, Commanders will take that one late in the game against the Cowboys this year, but going for naught here. Well-driven ball, got his laces on it. I believe that was Terry Fonfon. Just not able to keep that down. But you can feel that Christos is not comfortable right now. And they know they're under pressure. Coach knows that his younger guys, some of his guys exhausted from minutes last night, minutes tonight. This PFA team is putting the pressure on. Unlucky bounce there, up into the arm. PFA player kind of curled it and wrapped it. Nice basketball turn there. Beckman with the 2 goals tonight for Christos. They're in the attack. He will be in no hurry to collect this ball. That's the ball boy coming up to about his knees. Go get it for him. There is a new rule in play where if the ref sees players stalling on a goal kick or throw in, he could put up 5 fingers and starts counting down from there. We've seen it in the World Cup. It's made a difference. Oh, almost up over the top. Tobolski, smallest man on the defense for Christos winning that important header. There was PFA support behind. Laffy going up over the top, has a man. Kazakis there once again. Unfortunately, this one skips off his head and out of play for a corner kick. Forcing PFA to once again send 10 men back into the defense. But folks, you see the discipline that Coach Myron has put into this team. They are back and they are all defending. And if they win this, they're going to bust out. Ball comes across. Couldn't tell initially if Jan Henry Schaefer had gotten fingers on it. It did hit the top of the soccer goal post or crossbar and inbound off the bottom of the football goal post. They rolled it. It was a goal kick. Schaefer bangs it upfield. PFA in possession. Folks, when you hear every throw and being argued, you know that you're down to the last few moments. PFA claiming that that ball went out also. Jan Henry Schaefer, big ball up front. Forward's able to shield. Gets it out. PFA sending everybody in the attack. Finds his man, slots it through. Just slips off the top of his boot. And very easily rolling into the hands of O'Keefe. O'Keefe now will take a play out of Schaefer's book and try to bang one long. Does get picked off at midfield. Christos with the second one. Now Christos in the attack. They've got numbers 5-on-3. Not quite able to keep it going. Walker with it here on the outside. Walker slides it down. Tough challenge coming here. Well defended. 10-on-10 action there. Rodriguez Benitez. And folks, that will do it. And a game where PFA challenged to the very final moments, had a cross in less than 60 seconds to go. They weren't quite able to collect. And folks, that is it. In a really good game. That was 2-0 at halftime. We said that the next goal was going to change everything. PFA got that goal. It did change everything, made for a great fight to the very, very bitter end. And Christos will leave an absolutely exhausted winner 2-1. Folks, this is Matthew Thomas and Donovan saying thank you for joining us. You got a salute from Donovan, folks. Please like and subscribe on DMV Sports if you're ever looking for opportunities to hire us. We are moving and growing and expanding. We are opening offices in Atlanta and Charlotte. We have rebranded in the Southeast to SEMI for Southeast Media, Inc. Donovan and myself will take over the chapter up here. Founder and creator of DMV Sports, Noah Walker, will head up the group further south. Cameraman Josh will head up the group in Charlotte. So we are looking for corporate opportunities, sports of all types. Folks, let us know if we can come and help serve you. So tonight, with the score 2-1 Christos, this is Matthew Thomas, Donovan saying thank you, signing off.